All right, so I want to welcome everyone to Life Force Connection and thank you for tuning in this morning or afternoon or evening, wherever you are in the world listening to this. So, thank you so much for everybody who's already donated to our Wellness Center. Also, thank you for being a part of our community and just really infusing your love into this. So, we're just so grateful and just so happy to be able to serve you. So, this Wellness Center is actually going to be my second Wellness Center. I opened one over 10 years ago. And that's also when I became a speaker and author and really just started developing this work and really helping people see that they have the gifts within them, just like you. You have the intuitive gifts within you. And as you learn how to develop it, you can truly heal, create a life you love, and monetize your gifts. So it's super, super fun. So, what we're going to be offering at this center is chiropractic. So, my partner, Justin Butler, is a chiropractor. He's absolutely incredible, has just amazing healing hands and just a heart of gold. And I myself, as the intuitive business coach. So, primarily for those of you who have trained with me before, I teach intuitive success coaching. So, we have a certification program where you can become an intuitive success coach. And I also help you take these principles into your personal life and your business. So, on average, actually more than average, people at least, I'd say majority of all the people at least 2x their income, if not more. Now, the reason this intuitive success coaching process works is it puts you in alignment with your intuition, your soul's purpose. It clears your subconscious blocks and helps you take inspired action. So as you take that inspired action, you create amazing results, right? And you just find yourself living a life you absolutely love. So you can learn more at our website, which is lifeforceconnection.com/thank you. And here you can actually learn more about the center and also about the different services and products that I'm offering for this. So what is super, super fun is when you make a donation, you get gifted my 7-step process, which is the 7 steps. It's called the intuitive factor, and it activates each of your 7 chakras to help you feel safe, put you in alignment with your intuition by really helping you feel it and feel into your soul's purpose, to your essence. It helps you connect to your personal power to make decisions that make you feel good. It aligns you with your heart for love and forgiveness, for helping you really live your life from that place of love. And then the fifth part is it helps you really express everything that you're meant to express and what you want to express in life. And then your sixth, it helps you live your vision. And seventh, opens you to the universe and really to the point where you can feel the universe inside of you, moving through you as you. And I apologize if you hear my alarm going off. It's kind of funny. It's my alarm to get ready for my first client. But I was up and at him early because I had this really amazing epiphany this morning that I'm going to tell you about. So hang tight. Let me turn off the alarm and I'll tell you all about it. All right. So, what I realized this morning is everything we want is already here, right? So, it's simply about coming into alignment with it. So, for the last couple of days, Justin and I have been talking about something over and over again, and he keeps affirming, yes, he's got me, everything's moving forward, it's all good. And I kept coming to him with, like, wait, like almost like this fear and like disbelief of not fully believing what he was saying. When in reality, he was saying, yeah, I got you the whole time. So I realized that this probably not only applies to me, but to a lot of people of we're like, hey, I want this, I want this. And then part of us thinks we can't have it. And we think, oh, maybe it's not possible. Yet the higher part of us, our intuition knows it's already possible. So I'm going to invite you to connect with your intuition right now, here in this moment, so you can connect to the part of you that knows, so you too can live your dreams and have a life you absolutely love. And if part of that is monetizing your gifts, which I think is beautiful because it allows you to support yourself and others, then I'm definitely your gal. All right, so let's go ahead and close your eyes. So whenever you're ready, I invite you to close your eyes and bring your awareness from your head into your heart. Maybe you want to place one hand on your heart and just taking a few moments to feel your heart and to begin to feel life from your heart. Noticing the sensations you feel I remember when I first started to do this when I was a kid, people were almost afraid at first because they knew I could see through them. So, what happens is when you tune into your heart, you're able to see people, you're able to see their hearts, see the love, see even beyond the physical. So, as you continue feeling into your heart, I invite you to imagine a tunnel of love like a spiral traveling down from your heart straight to your core, a couple inches below your belly button, right at your gut feeling. And this gut feeling is the home of your intuition. It is your instinctual knowing, it is that certainty, it is the truth within you. So, taking a moment to just connect in with that, imagine that you drop a pebble down to the bottom of a lake, and that pebble goes all the way down to the bottom of the lake, settling, and it just drops down. And as you feel that, you feel a sense of peace, you feel a sense of calm, and you feel the knowingness within you, your intuition fully activated. And from this place, I invite you to place now one hand on your heart if it's not there already, and your other hand on your gut. And you're going to go ahead and finish this sentence. I know. And just go ahead and continue repeating that. You might want to write down or say out loud what follows this sentence. I know. I know. Good. And as you start building this knowingness and saying or writing down what you know, you start the intuitive activation process. You start living from the place of your knowing. You start being guided by your intuition. Whenever you're ready, you can blink open your eyes, feel your fingers and toes. Now, as you continue this development of your intuition, you naturally evolve into your soul's purpose and you naturally are able to monetize your gifts. So that's what I do in the intuitive success coaching process. Again, you can go to lifeforceconnection.com/thank you/ to learn about the programs and really embodying what it means to be an intuitive and what it means to be living your life from this way. And I would love, to hear from you, whether you want to type in the comments, if you're listening to this on social media, or you want to send an email to us at success@lifeforceconnection.com about what is happening for you, right? How your intuition is starting to develop. And really, I just want to share a couple of stories about some clients that I've worked with. And I've been doing this over 20 years, right? So I started my company when I was 19. Like I said, built the first wellness center, wrote a book, started, teaching in different colleges and then corporations and private clients. So what's happened over time is I've watched my clients also evolve, right? And so I remember the first time it was actually it was the second class I had of the Intuitive Success Club, which is the certification program. And the very first class, by the way, was one person. And I think I was charging $3,000 at the time. And I knew that I believed in it, right? And I was just telling my client yesterday that, when you believe in something and you know it works, people follow you, right? So I believed in it. I knew it could work. I knew that I was worth it. I had paid money to one of my trainers. So I knew that I could do it. So one person was enough for me. To me, that's all you need to know that, like, yes, this is working. So I had one person. Fast forward, like, I think 3 or 4 months later, I had 11 people, right? And I started in my living room and it was super fun. So one of those 11 people was actually in a network marketing type of company. So it was sales, right? And she wanted to use her credit card to pay for it. And I'm like, oh, no, 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 I don't want you to put it on credit card. Like, I don't want to take that, right? That was my thought process at the time. She's like, no, 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 I definitely want you to use it. I'm like, okay, if that's what you want, like, I'll go ahead and do it. So she puts the training on her card. That woman, by the end of the training, 4x'd her income. So she made 4 times the amount of income that she had put on her credit card. So at that point, I was like, okay, I will accept credit, debit cards, whatever it is, right? Like however you want to pay for it, as long as it's through love, it's in integrity, I'm good, right? So that was the first time that I really was able to open to realizing like, okay, I'm not responsible for how somebody wants to pay for it, but when they do this, this works, right? And so another one that there's just so many, but the next one that's coming to mind is this woman. who is overseas, and she actually started as a yoga teacher, but she always had this dream of being a fashion designer. So as she started doing the training, she started designing her own clothes. And so it's just really fascinating to see how when somebody connects with their purpose, how it can be something different than what you thought, right? But the happiness, I'm telling you, is what is worth $1,000,000 because true happiness, true joy, true fulfillment is really where it's at, right? And clients really it's kind of funny to me because they often come to increase their income and they do, but then they also find their soulmate, right? Or and their perfect house and they travel, some of them come to different countries with us, right? So it's like it naturally evolves you into that next level of your soul's expression of why you're here and how you can share and experience that love. So again, I invite you to go to www.lifeforceconnection.com/thank you/, and you can just see what pings with your heart, where you're feeling called to sign up, to learn more, to develop your intuition, to really develop into the being that you came here to be and fulfill your soul's purpose. So I will see you there. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll talk soon. Lots of love.